careful. You're fine.
So in this room, there's obviously, I'm going to move a little bit further in the room here. And I might go next to this
Huge. I mean,
bare rock
you
here.
gauge the size of this cavern is huge. There are basically it's like a central point for many different directions that spin off of this, especially to the east. There's where you're at, you can see that there's several different corridors. So there's basically four ways out of here. The way that you came in, two to the southeast, and one to the northwest. And I'll kind of uncover the others.
Do I see any tracks?
I'm sorry for the late response. Sure, yeah. Without even using any kind of tracking, you can see that. Now the others, they would have to do it, but seeing that you're a druid and one with nature and the force and stuff, yeah, you can see that there's been tracks in here. And I'll even go one step beyond that, Vey, and there is a sort of like a corpse. You think there might be a corpse where it's kind of sticking out on the other end of this pillar that's right here. You can see like a couple boots sitting out where somebody could be sitting, possibly a corpse or whatnot. Because you can see there's you can kind of see like a head slumped over from around the side of the pillar.
Okay. Beyond that, do I see any a lot of tracks, or maybe just this one thing?
No, they're just sparse. They kind of go everywhere, actually. They kind of go to the north, to the south, all over the place.
Alright, before saying anything, I do walk over to see what this is.
Alright. Yeah, so, I know you're being careful and stuff, and you're able to avoid all the crystals. Now, as you kind of make your way around the pillar, you can see that this is actually a dead cultist. And this dead cultist belongs to the Black Earth, basically. It's one of the earthen cultists in their stone shell type of armor. And you can see that he has several wounds that probably look like have been made by some type of piercing weapon in his armor, because you can see where there's a couple of holes kind of that has damaged the frontal piece of the chest, and a bunch of dried blood coming out of the two holes.
Do I see any bolts or arrows in it?
None. No type of ranged missile weapons or anything like that. Arrows, nothing like that.
Be very careful. Come look at this.
Yeah, I walk over carefully and look at that. Kneel down by what Vey is pointing at.
Okay.
This guy has holes in the armor. Many holes.
Yeah, that does not bode well.
But no arrows, no bolts.
I'm examining these wounds, Dave. Do they look like they're about the size of these crystals?
Yeah, so just as you're starting to lean down and inspect this, what you're starting to look at, all of a sudden from the north, you hear this massive rumble. It's not coming from the southern chamber, and it's coming from the north. And it is just a massive, thunderous, rumbling noise that's emanating from that northern tunnel.
Oh boy.
What was that?
So you played that sound, Dave, and I actually jumped.
Did you?
and hit the TeamSpeak close button. I didn't know what happened. I thought my computer was crashing or something.
He said,
I didn't know what it was, so I shit, and I bailed the TeamSpeak. I was thinking it was crashing and my sound was going crazy.
He says, I'm taking my Legos and going home.
Yeah,
Sorry,
combat logging is against the rules.
That's right.
Oh.
Well, suddenly I'm concerned about these crystals. And so kind of wrap my arms around myself.
Yeah, so do I believe that these crystals may have made these wounds? I mean, is there any way I
No.
could deduce that?
You can give me a medicine check. You can give me a medicine check.
Oh, this is gonna fail.
Sure.
Hey, why
Definitely
not
give me a
give it a
medicine
shot?
check.
Oh, wait a
It's-
minute. I do have medicine proficiency.
Well, something I wanted to do was to figure out how this guy died, but you told me he was punctured a lot of times.
Well, it looks like, yeah, look, his armor. Yeah, you can go ahead and give me a medicine check, though.
okay.
In fact, both of you can do one together.
Well, Dave, since everybody's looking at this guy, I guess I'm going to take my maul and kind of roll him around a little bit, make sure he's, I don't know what I'm looking for, but everybody else is spying on him, so I might as well just be, sticking my finger into the holes and laughing at people. And then, like, moving him around and maybe crunching his head against the wall. Oh, you'll be so funny.
Donk, don't let me get the donk spray out.
He does have a small coin pouch, but there's really nothing of value in it. There's like a couple of gold worth of gems and maybe a couple copper and a couple silver. I mean, this guy just doesn't really had anything. But now Growl, both you and Rogar, and with the help of Allura, you guys kind of take his chest piece off. It snaps off, and he actually has, it looks like a short sword had penetrated his, like a short sword, maybe a long sword, some type of long straight blade, because you're able to tell that this guy probably died from internal bleeding, and he lost a lot of blood because there's a ton of blood he died right here. And you could see that the blood ran down his chest piece onto the ground as Donk's kind of smashing him around and moving him around. You could see that there's a lot of dried blood on the ground also, and dried blood on the crystals and whatnot.
How long has he been dead? I ask the group.
You guys think he's been dead for probably maybe a week or so?
Probably maybe a week or so.
Probably about a week.
Okay, thank you. Do you think it's been around a week?
Question, Dave.
Answer that.
Is his robe different than the ones we have?
He doesn't have any kind of robe. He has the hard rock armor.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's cultist armor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, he got it from Hard Rock Cafe. Oh, how about purveying the rest of the land? Sorry, Dave. How about taking a quick look around? Do I see any other bodies or any other kind of things that stick out?
Also, I wanted to know which direction most tracks went.
Most of the tracks appear to be going south. Most of the traffic. I will just from a first glance, it does look like it does go to the south.
I look at it, Donk. Most people go this way. Look, tracks.
Okay, going to the south. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look at where she's pointing, and I'm gonna put my hand down there and start rubbing on the tracks and stuff to see if they come off, and just kind of messing them up and stuff. Okay, I believe you. Let go that way.
Well, we also heard that rumbling from the north, so we can
Yeah.
be wary of that.
It was
Yeah, good
sort of
point.
like
Let's go south.
yeah, and that sound kind of sounded like the mud that was rumbling through that small stream, but this was much more intensified.
Okay, I think I got an idea. Maybe
What's up,
there is a
Ghost?
giant monster that poops purple crystals.
Maybe it's a purple worm
We need
that
to
shits
go-
purple crystals.
Could be.
You guys are level 10. That'd
Disembodied
be a good fight.
voice.
Let me get my monster manual. I'll be right back.
That's a good idea, disembodied voice.
So
Let's
we need
go.
to find a purple people eater.
Let's go. Let's go away from sound and towards tracks. That's Donk's great idea.
Okay.
We are looking for people, not sounds. Tracks point south.
All right. Well, then let's head forward.
So being incredibly careful that I'm not stepping on a lot of these things now that it could potentially be poop. I'm going to start walking down this way. I don't want to. You know how when you get it between your toes, you just want to run all the way home.
No, I've never had poop between my toes. How does it feel?
You've never had poop between your toes?
No.
It feels
Wow, you
great,
haven't
Dave.
lived.
It's like
You
a
haven't
dream,
lived.
Dave. It's
I
like
was
a dream
gonna
come
say.
Oh yeah, I have. I'm just kidding. Of course, I've stepped in dog shit
Yeah.
before barefooted.
true. Yeah. Just yesterday in the living room. That's the sad part. I've got to
You
learn to let
haven't
my
had
dog
ring
out.
if you haven't lived.
So, yes, there is a corridor that is going east, and there is a dead end to the south. Now, Alora, I want you to give me a perception check.
Also, do I see tracks heading towards Laura to that closed off area?
Give me a perception check for this.
All right.
Yeah, nice. You most certainly do.
I see shit.
Wait, don't. Tracks go this way.
Oh, tracks go into the wall?
I don't know.
It might be a wall track monster. I'll start walking down that way.
Well,
Always
So,
make sure
I
you
wanna
guys
take
check your
smash
tells
the
too.
wall, then.
Okay.
I'm gonna get close to the wall.
Is it the
Dave,
worst alligator?
And
Ugh.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
it
my
is
mallet
pretty bad.
or my maul, and I'm gonna kind of pound it on the wall a little bit. Nothing that's gonna be so ferocious as to wake the dead, but hit it enough that I can hear the knocking to find if there's hollow or if there's an illusion somewhere.
Yeah, so basically
I
to
point
the
at the wall. Donk. Tracks go right into the wall.
The wall to the south.
Yeah.
I'll walk to the wall to the south, Dave, and then I'm gonna start pounding it with my maul.
So you're going to go from where your token's at? Are you going to go from where your token's at to the right? Or where your token's at going to the left?
So this is hard to do because I didn't
Sure.
want to get you mad at me because I'm sitting on the line here.
That's okay.
But
No,
I'll
no,
move
no,
my
you
token
gotta get
here,
mad at
and
you.
it's right where that. I know.
Yeah.
I don't want you to yell at me, Dave. Please.
Dave's the Hitler Nazi DM.
I start crying.
I'm sorry.
I'll call my mom. Dave was mean to me when we were playing Dungeons and Dragons. Then she'll say, "What the hell? You're 49 years old." Okay. All right. So, yeah, it's right where my token is, and I'll face the right way.
Sure. So as you're starting to make your way from right to left, it is solid. And then as you get to about right where your token's at, it starts to it has a different sound to it. It just sounds different. So why don't you give me a perception check? Because as you're going along the wall, you're smashing these crystals along the way. I would imagine so because, like I was saying,
Oops, I still have
the-
I still have that effect on my token.
just
that
go
that
ahead and
minus
can you take
4.
it off or?
Oh yeah, let me do that if I can.
So it's okay. We'll just take one off, and
we
it'll
can't
be a,
we can't remove effects, but we do need to take all those off. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, you guys are you're smashing that maul against the wall, and I was saying that the walls, the ceiling, everything is just saturated with these crystals. Now, when you start smashing these crystals, it starts to put off this like dust, and I want to basically Donk, Growl, and Alora. I want you three to give me a wisdom saving throw. All three of you.
This does not bode well. Anytime Donk has to make a wisdom anything, we're screwed.
Yeah, like me in strength.
I'm gonna have to look something up real quick. Alright. So Worm, you are actually, yeah, Donk, you are not safe. Alora and Growl, you guys are okay. Now, Donk, all of a sudden you start to feel something come over you as you kind of breathe some of this dust from the crystals that you're smashing, and you know, as you're looking at the wall, you can start to see that the rock that you're pounding on is kind of shifting a little bit. And as you're, you know, breathing, all of a sudden you feel this sensation come over you, and now you are you're suffering from confusion, which is a 4th level enchantment. So,
And how's that different than normal?
this spell assaults
No, I'm
and
just
twists
joking.
your creature's mind. This creature's mind, spawning delusions and provoking uncomfortable actions. Each creature in the 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose. Okay, blah blah blah. Okay, so an affected target cannot take reactions and must roll a d10. So you can go ahead and roll a d10 and let's figure out what your behavior is as you start to. You guys can start to see Donk shake his head and whatnot. All right.
Hey, Donk, you're a white man?
So
Die.
Donk
Die,
is just
Donnie.
he's just going duh because this round he is basically you're not moving or taking any actions at all this turn. So Donk is pretty much just kind of
I'm just
froze
spaced
there.
out.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, and I'm just staring off and watching the pretty colors shimmer around me, and I'm stretching out and laughing gently to myself. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I'm just like not listening to anybody else.
So is anybody doing
What's
anything
it?
during this time?
Yeah, I'm looking at Donk. Like,
Yeah. Now,
it's goes to the south, Donk. What are you doing?
yeah. Now, Alora
Oh,
and
it's funny.
Growl, both of you guys had this weird
Wait, we shook
sensation.
it off. So do we know?
Yeah, you guys felt that weird sensation kind of come over you. It was like a burning sensation in your nostrils as you were, you know, starting to inhale this dust that was, you know, breaking from all of, you know, Donk smashing his maul against all of these thousands of crystals that are protruding from the walls of the cavern. So, you know, you guys kind of take a step back a little bit, and you probably
Well,
think,
out of character a 2nd.
Mhm. Sure.
Oh my god. Both of us can cast that spell. Do we recognize it?
you don't know, you don't recognize that, no, because it is it's in like a powdered form. I don't think that you would notice.
Oh, okay, okay.
I smell that
It
powder.
just has the same.
And you
features
kind
as
of
that spell.
lick your finger, stick your finger up into there. Yes, that is definitely the confusion spell. No. Oh, sorry about that. No, I can
You
just
just
see
think
you
that
doing
Donk's
that,
great,
though.
normal, like, that's what I always
You
do.
definitely know something
Okay.
is wrong with Donk.
Well, if I
because
see
he's
the
not
powder,
moving.
I'm going to investigate the powder.
Okay, yeah, you kind of step back
Alright.
from it. You kind of step back
Hey,
a little bit.
Noah. Did you use Donk's spray? Yeah. Up.
I think that we need to check on Donk here.
Oh, you know.
The funny butterflies.
There are absolutely
Well,
no
that-
butterflies
If
flying
that powder
around.
is making him do that,
I have a tremendous urge to just drop trow and take a dump.
Growl does it all the time.
I can just see Growl licking her fingers. Like, yeah, that tastes like confusion. Confusion for men. All right, sorry about that. That was funny.
Fusion. Fine.
Well, thank
Oh,
God
yeah.
I wasn't affected because uncontrollable fireballs would not be right now.
Right.
Oh, snap.
Just need some penicillin for that.
Great
Wait.
balls of fire.
Do say that.
I am not doing anything at this point because I don't know what's wrong with Doug. I'm just going to keep calling you Donk. Donk, are you alright?
Ilsa or Rogar, are you guys doing anything?
I'm watching the other way just in case something happens.
Okay.
I'm going to at least Kevin if there is some reaction here.
Yeah, there's nothing happening in the corridor to the east. Now, however, you do see that this corridor, the crystals basically dissipate, and then it turns into a very dark earthen cavern past the the luminescent glow of all these crystals, and you can see that it actually kind of starts descending down into the earth, sort of like it's going down.
Deeper.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey guys, it's going deep down here.
No.
There are no more.
Still got bats flying around everywhere.
At this point, I would say that
Water
none of us,
dripping.
other than trying to rouse Don, try to get his attention, to try to assess him a little better, I don't think anybody would have enough, speaking out of character, would have enough knowledge to do anything.
I'm doing some Tai Chi about this point.
Well, Donk, why don't you give me a saving throw? Let's see if you shake the effect of this.
Constitution? No, wisdom. Wisdom. Sorry.
Yes, it is. Yeah. No, you are still looking.
Yeah,
at
this
all
is
of
going to
the
be a
pretty
while, Dave. I'm not
butterflies.
really this. I am not the smartest pencil in the box. This is going to take a bit of time.
It's not even a very good DC. You're just rolling really bad. As you
So I'm
can
gonna
see.
put my. I guess at this point I'll set my maul down, and I'll try to jump up to try to catch the butterflies that are flying around. Oh, pretty butterflies! I'm just jumping up and maybe start moving around to the other side over here, trying to catch imaginary butterflies.
Okay, roll me another D10, seeing that it's a new round. All right, so you basically kind of snap out of it for a couple seconds. All of a sudden, you basically you kind of look back and you're like, I don't see any butterflies, and you can see this sort of like a crack in a wall where it looks like this door is probably like a secret door that is kind of been covered by all these crystals. So you can see that there's a cavern that goes deeper in behind these crystals.
So I turn around and I tell everybody, "Why everybody's standing there?
Oh wow!
I see a
Runs.
giant crack." Oh, there's a joke in there somewhere about everybody looking
Yeah.
at my butt. But we'll skip that one. And then I'll reach down and I'll pick up the maul that I had set down earlier
All right.
and grab it back. And then I want to start heading to see if I can fit through that crack. Am I able to put my hand in it, or
Sure.
my body, or is it just
Yeah,
kind
it's,
of?
It's definitely an open space back there, and you can see that there's more crystals on the wall lining a corridor that kind of goes to the east. But all of a sudden, you start to see butterflies again. So why don't you
Butterflies!
give me another saving throw. Well, just as the rockets opened up, huh? Jeez, that's dangerous. Russia,
Sorry, Dave.
Russia's had a few of those where
Give
they
me a minute.
aborted as it just took off, and
There we
Came
go.
back
Oh,
down.
sweet, a 4.
oh yeah, you're definitely seeing
God.
you're seeing all kinds of shit now. You're seeing little
So now I'm
miniature
afraid
zorns
these-
running around.
I was going to say, I'm afraid these butterflies now, from being these pretty little things fluttering around the thing now, they're getting a little larger, and I noticed that they have fangs, and they're swarming towards me like dive bombers. So I'll start swinging my mallet at them to try to knock them away. So I start spinning around, swinging my maul.
All right,
Dog.
yeah, Alora
What are you doing?
and Growl, there is something definitely wrong with Donk now.
Well, I'm immediately concerned, but I still feel like at this point I don't think I would take any kind of... I get out the donk spray.
Dog spray, that'll work.
I don't... You know what? Alright, donk, snap out of it.
The little small...
Little small wooden thing of donk spray. Donk, snap out of
So
it.
I'm concerned these 2-foot-long butterflies with venomous fangs and stinging and giant stingers with venom dripping from them are swarming after me. I don't think a spray of water is gonna
Well,
really
I don't
affect
know.
me.
Yeah, but in character, I don't know that.
But I'll tell you what, I'll give you with the spray of the water to kind of wake you up. How about I give you advantage on your wisdom saving throw for this round? So go ahead and do that. Wow, and I'm bored at 2 seconds. That's crazy.
This suddenly turned into the Donk Show. We should do this every game, Dave.
It is every game anyway. Hey, look at that! Wow. So yeah, all of a sudden you come to, and Alora is about 2 feet from you with that goddamn spray bottle, spraying you with that
Ow!
water,
Stop
saying,
spraying me,
"Come
Laura.
to it." Now, I don't know what she's saying, but she's spraying you.
Like, donk, what the hell are you doing?
Stop spraying me, Laura. There's a giant crack in the wall. I mean.
I put the spray bottle away.
Yeah, you kind of shake the cobwebs clean there, Donk. It seems like you've shaken the condition that you were under. Really weird.
Woo, woo.
Yes, that's
So-
where trucks go. I tried to tell you.
I don't suggest that we pound on this wall anymore. It seems that there's some sort of dust that was released, so there must be some sort of mechanism that we can possibly examine this wall and see if we can find to open it up.
We could hold our breath. Oh,
I'll walk up to
No.
the wall.
If there's a
Maybe
lock,
if you
I could
read
probably get in.
bullets.
I'm just going to see if I can find anything real quick.
Sure, you can
Just,
look beneath the crystals in it, and you kind of break a couple away, and you don't have to make another saving throw because you're already immune to it. And you can see that there's a corridor. Let me open this up for you.
wow, the one
Now-
time I could use the emote to hold my breath for my character.
You notice that this corridor is not as saturated with the amount of crystals as, the massive chamber that you're in. And you see it goes for about 30 feet, 40 feet, and you kind of lose sight, and it continues to go.
Yeah, that could have went real bad out of character. That could have went real bad real fast.
Yep.
Taking a shot from Donk would have been pretty bad, but All right, Donk. Let's
I'm
move
like,
on
whoa.
down. Let's get you away from these crystals and head on down the corridor there.
You can
Good idea,
clear
because
enough
I think
to
there's
get
some-
through there.
Yeah, I'm gonna start clearing that a little bit and try to get
Okay.
through there. Good idea, because I think there's some dangerous butterflies around here.
Jesus.
Do I see the tracks
Sorry.
past the wall?
Yeah, they continue in here. Sure. A couple of them. Very few, though. Very few. Probably only, I would say, 1 or 2 pairs of tracks. Humanoid size.
Oh. Looks like a lot of people stop outside. Don't come in.
Now that we're in this little adjacent corridor, Dave, I can see from the picture there's a lot less crystals. But
Yeah, correct.
does it feel a little bit different?
You can actually feel a very cool draft of air as you start to move into the chamber a little bit more.
Oh, excellent.
Now,
Does it
Rogar,
smell?
it smells wet and damp. Rogar, give me a wisdom saving
Excuse
throw.
me.
And also, Ilsa, you give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Is it bare and moist?
It is. It is like a very. It is a very cool, like